Let's get rid of them. I got to say, I was talking to my good friend King Dre, and he was telling me too that, because King Dre, we always talk about great things that make great men, and he was saying that the difference between mice and men is when something bad happens to you, a man who's a real man will take the lessons from something bad from him and find a way to make it profitable. Okay? Now, let me tell you this, brothers. Obviously, I got the insurance for my Rolex, right? And I'll be getting the payment this week. The company gave me a 10% bonus because in Japan they have something called a condolences fee. So I actually got the full value of my Rolex plus 10% thanks to the insurance I paid for this apartment when I moved in here. I'm still like blown away at this system that the Japanese have. But they gave me a condolences fee. They paid me 10% to be like, sorry that somebody fucking is a piece of shit and stole your Rolex. And guess what happened 2 days ago? The cryptocurrency market shat the bed. Completely crashed. Now, this was a manipulation. It was not organic. And the market crashed due to outside influences. Does anybody realize what that means? Can you put two and two together? Because I feel like another boating accident's coming. Samuel says, what about blue pill family members? Same thing. Sayonara. Keep them at a distance. If you want massive success, you got to keep toxic people away from you guys. Life is so beautiful when you have toxic, free people in your life. The biggest thing, the biggest success I ever had in my life, the biggest light switch flip, okay? 2019, at the beginning of the year, I said, that's it. I am not going to tolerate any toxic people in my life, anybody who drains me emotionally, anybody who, when I'm done hanging out with them, I feel like emotionally vampire drained. I feel like, oh, I'm so glad that person's gone. I stopped that. And a big person who does that when I have conversations with her is my mom. My mom, it is what it is. My mom has a lot of toxic shit in herself. So we have our conversations and I say, hey mom, if it gets like FaceTime and the toxicity starts coming up, I'm like, hey mom, I said, listen, you're getting a little toxic right now. I love you. I'm going to talk to you later. Have a good day. And she knows that's my limit. Toxic friends in Tokyo? Got none. Toxic women? Sorry, don't need pussy. I don't need your toxic. You want to be toxic? You want to cause drama? You don't want to have clear, open communication? You don't want to fucking take accountability? You don't want to stop being annoying? You don't want to fucking whatever a bitch does. You don't want to stop fucking bothering me? Okay? You got to go. No toxicity. And if you want success, guys, it is mandatory. Just bottom line. And I know it's hard because a lot of you guys have attachments to these people and shit, but trust me. Once you cut this toxicity out of your life, it's like your life starts naturally blossoming and becoming better, and you start leveling up. I'm telling you, I've done it myself. Not only that, but when you have people that are the opposite of toxicity, but people that lift you up, people that push you to the next level, okay? That right there. Oh. Now we're talking. Actually, I'm going to play something for you to talk about people like that. Let me show you, because YouTube just randomly fed this to me. And I was like, oh, let me watch this. But there's a... Get out. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Can you hear this?
They ain't worried about being seen. Don't nobody have.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Listen to this. This lady gives an analogy about a tree and then like toxic people in your life and non-toxic people. Did you guys just hear that little clip there? 30K incoming, says Applehead Productions. Yeah. Go ahead and run those shorts. Let me know how it works for you. Kyle, you didn't shout me out. What's going on? Let me see if this is. Did you guys hear that one little clip? Listen.
Unstable. Blow the other way, they over here for season and wonder why they having so much hell in their life. That was a person that was supposed to come and teach you one thing. You didn't know it, so you just fell in love. And now you wonder why, hey, you ain't got no peace, nowhere you go. No. Listen, I put everybody that come in my life in the category of a tree.
Here we go. This is when she talks about the trait. Can you hear it? Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is who's speaking? I think this is a woman. You can hear it? Okay, listen. Listen to what she says about the tree. And like you're going to hear a difference between toxic people and non-toxic people. Listen. This is really good stuff. I randomly found this on YouTube. It's really good, though.
Some people are like leaves on a tree. Wind blow, they over here. They unstable. Listen. In the category of a tree. Some people are like leaves on a tree. Wind blow, they over here. They unstable. Blow the other way, they over here. Ain't nothing. Season change, they wither and die. They gone. That's all right. That's some people. Most people in the world are like that. They just there to take from the tree. They ain't there to do nothing but take and give shade every now and then. That's all they can do. But don't get mad at people like that. That's who they are. They ain't gonna never be nothing. That's what they put on this earth to be, but be what they are, a leaf. Some people are like a branch on that tree. You gotta be careful with them branches too, because they'll fool you. They'll get there and make you think they're a good friend and they're real strong, but the minute you step out there on them, they'll break and leave you high and dry. But if you find you 2 or 3 people in your life that's like the roots at the bottom of that tree, you are blessed, because that's them the kind of people that ain't going nowhere. They ain't worried about being seen. Don't nobody have to know that they know you. They ain't got to know what they doing for you. But if them roots wasn't there, that tree couldn't live. You understand? And they ain't got a whole. A tree can have 100 million branches, but only a few roots down at the bottom to make sure it get everything it needs. I'm telling you something. When you get you some roots, hold on to them. But the rest of them, let it go. Just let it go. Let folks go.
So that really, I thought. Somebody's saying in the chat this is Tyler Perry, but I thought it was a woman. I don't know. Maybe the voice is sped up for YouTube or copyright stuff or whatever. But anyways, I thought it was a woman. But okay, apparently it's a guy. So apparently this is Tyler Perry. So, but anyways, the point. Let's not lose track of this. The most important thing, and let me tell you something as a guy who's pretty successful, and I've had a lot of women in my life and a lot of people in my life. And what this person said about the roots in your life, and more importantly, the people who are the roots in your life, they don't need to be seen. They don't need people to know that you're in their life. This is not the person who's like, oh, take a picture of me, put it on Instagram. Oh, like let's use girls for example, right? It's like girls are like, oh, I need to put a picture of us together on Facebook, or I need you to change your relationship status. Okay. I need you to, I don't know, change your profile picture on Instagram to a picture of me and you, right? You need to show the world that we are a thing. And those kind of people really aren't in it for you. The people that are and this goes for guys too. Guys are like, yeah, bro, like put me on, bro, put me on. Like people like, now I have a YouTube channel. People are like, put me on, let me be on a show, promote my brand, blah, blah, blah. But the real friends, like for example, Josh from eLift Program, I'm going to shout him out. Josh is just my friend in real life. and we talk like literally on a daily basis. Another person that's like a root friend of mine is like Joe from Proud Masculine, right? Joe and Josh, I talk to them on a daily basis. And honestly, a third one is King Dre. I don't think you guys realize how often I talk to King Dre and how much me and King Dre talk. But literally, we talk for like a minimum, I think, of 3 hours a week. And King Dre never says, give me a payment, never says, put me on, never says any of that shit. Like, we are just literally just good friends. And he's never like, yo, MLD put me on, hey, do this, hey, do that. Is nothing. So the people that are like the roots in your life, you know, they don't need to be seen. They don't need people to know you support them. They don't need the outside world to know. They know that what they have with you is special. Okay? And you know, when I was with Miss MLD, she was never like, "Hey, I need you to like tell everybody you're with me. Hey, I need you like I want to be on your YouTube. I want to like be on your." She was just happy to be with me. She was confident enough in herself to know that, look, at the end of the day, I'm going to be there for this man. And I'm going to support him, and I know he's going to take care of me. And through thick and thin, I'm going to be there for him, and he's going to be there for me. Me and Charlie, dude, you guys don't know like the personal struggles that me and Charlie went through in our life to get where we are. You guys just think like we just rode like a rocket straight to the top. Dude, you guys don't know shit Charlie went through to get his shit going. And Charlie went through some real shit. And I had to go through some real shit too. And we both had to like, dude, like Charlie and I have like a good friendship, man. Like we have like been there for each other when I was on the highs and I was on lows, and when Charlie was on highs and when Charlie was on lows. Like we have been there for each other. I'm never like, Charlie, put me on your show. And Charlie's never like, hey, you know, when I was, you know, Charlie's way more popular than me now because of the bull market. And that's okay. I'm not like, oh, fuck Charlie, you know, like he exists because of me and rah, 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 rah. I don't need to say any of that bullshit, right? You know, he's a root in my life and I'm a root in his life. And I don't need people, like, I don't need to be like, hey, you know, like, guys, like, I'm cool with Charlie. Like, guys, I'm cool with Charlie from Cultivate Crypto. I don't need that. Like, I support Charlie. I supported Charlie in his life privately before he was Charlie from Cultivate Crypto. When he was just fucking Charlie from IT Tech Team, right? And I was fucking Jonathan from Medical Device Sales. We're just pals. Enjoying, like, you know, like cheap steak lunches and just talking about, like, Bitcoin is the future and, like, you know, fuck all these normies that we work with in our corporate job, and we're going to get out of here. We're going to become big together. And we did it. We pulled it off. So toxic people, they're the ones that want to take and take and take and take. And like they don't, when they give, they expect, when they give something, they expect something in return. You see what I'm saying? It's not real if somebody gives with expecting of receiving something. Like there is, of course, a healthy relationship with anybody is like, relationships are about giving. I give value, I take value, but it's healthy, right? But if you find yourself in a relationship when somebody's just constantly just taking for you, and like almost is like never enough, it's like, God, like fucking like what can I do to like shut you up, basically? That right there is when you kind of realize a person who, you know, they're going to be like, well, they said the leaf in the tree. The wind blows this way, they're going to go that way. The wind blows that way, they're going to go this way, right?